So hi there from Burlington, Vermont. My name's Aaron.
And my name's Finley.
And this is my daughter Finley. And we are out in our backyard. And we've got our fire pit set up here. And what we wanted to do is just show you what we do here in our family to do ceremony. As you know, we've got Earth Day coming up soon. And we're showing this to you, to families all around the world, as a way to do something together during Earth Day. You know, during this time when we've got, the coronavirus out there, we're spending a lot of time in our house, spending time with family, and it's helping. It's hard, isn't it? Yeah, it's hard for a lot of us. Our kids are at home, schools are closed, daycares are closed, and parents are finding
Working
this.
from home.
They're working from home. Yeah, and parents are stretched. And we in our family have been really trying to communicate openly about the hardness and also what we appreciate. So we're showing you, in just a second, we're showing you a little practice that we do here just to set intention, spend time together. And again, with Earth Day coming up, I wanted to just put an invitation out there. If this resonates with you, to do something similar during Earth Day, just to celebrate our connection to the earth and respect for the earth, and showing you this fire ceremony because it's part of our part of my background as a Native American Ojibwa. And pick up trash when you leave it. Yeah. And the fire, just hold on a second. And the fire to the Native American people was very sacred. It was our first altar to mankind, and in our tradition, we would strike a fire and make an offering of some sort. It could be food or tobacco, which was a sacred herb. And the thought is that the smoke from that tobacco or the offering would carry our prayers up. So it was a way for us to come together around fire. And if you've ever sat at a fire, most of us have been mesmerized and captured by the power of the fire. So there are a lot of different practices. You probably have a number of different practices in your own family. And what's really important, I feel, is the intentionality that you put behind it. So we'll kind of show you how we do it here. We've gone out and gathered a bunch of supplies with intention. And what's really beautiful about it is it's a chance to teach our children about the importance of respect, the importance of love, the importance of humility in striking this fire. So part of it's striking the fire, and then in our tradition we'd also have a talking circle where we could just share from our heart what we feel, our concerns, our hopes. And Finley here has a little tobacco pouch. Do you want to hold your tobacco pouch up to show them? That she made. And just last night we came out here and she suggested to me that we come out and make an offering. We had a hard day yesterday, and this offering and a hard night. And it was just a really nice chance for us to come together and bond and put an offering in. It was just a nice way for us to clear. So, so I'll show you what we're going to do. Yeah. So Finley has gone in to get a drum, which she's very excited to share. We've been drumming in our house, and I've been teaching her some sacred songs that were passed down to me, and we'll sing one for you here too. All right. So Finn, so do you remember what this is?
No.
This is birch bark.
Book.
Yep. So can you put a piece in? And what I'm going to ask you to do is, as you put it in, can you just put a little intention from your heart? So as we strike this fire, we make it a sacred fire. You put that one in too? No, put this one in too. And you're going to do a little offering into the fire?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
It's in here.
So what we're doing is just as we place sticks onto the fire
And tobacco.
and tobacco, we set an intention. And in these times, I think a lot of us are kind of rekindling our relationship with faith and spirituality, whatever that is for you, some sort of belief in something bigger. And Finley has a little stone that she wants to show you. Hold it back, honey. There you go. And what is that stone?
A heart.
It's a heart. Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. And then traditionally, in the Ojibwa culture at least, we'd strike this fire with a flint and steel striker, as a way to light a sacred fire. And as my dad would say, today I've got the sacred Bic. So we're just going to strike the fire with a lighter. If you've got matches, that's even better because it's more natural. And so we'll just strike this fire and just kind of be with it. Like I said, I'm showing you one way to hold ceremony and ground, just an appreciation for what is right now, and being with the earth. There are probably many other things that you can do, and there's no right or wrong way. What's important is that you set the intention, and that you bring love into it, right? Yeah. You want to say your name? Yeah, so Finley and I have had the privilege of being named a spiritual name by our Native American elders. And my name is Mukwa Ogima, and that was given to me by a very special teacher and medicine man named Nawatan. And what that means is bear chief. And Finley's name, who gave you your name?
Papa.
Her papa, her grandpa. And her name is, say?
Makokwe. Why do you say Makokwe?
Wadase Mukwakwe, which means strong-hearted bear woman. Okay? How does that make you feel?
Strong.
Does you feel strong and proud? Yeah.
And I do.
Yeah. So when we come to the fire, we also introduce ourselves with those names. And by doing so, we're introducing ourselves to all of creation. Yeah. Do you want to put some of these on?
Sure.
So we've got our fire going, and we're just gonna
Keep it going.
put some smaller logs on and some bigger logs.
All kinds.
All kinds. Yeah. So we'll just spend some time out here with the fire. It's a nice resilience practice just to help us kind of de-stress, come together in family, spend time together. Like I said, it's not easy times, and my hope is that on Earth Day we can all come together and do some sort of ceremony in our own way, whatever feels right. And if the fire feels right for you, then so be it. And if we're all doing that around the world, my hope is that we'll feel each other's collective energy and the love that we're bringing into this.
Listen.
Do you want to make an offering?
Sure.
And then you want to do a little song? Yeah. What if I thought we could do the love song, because then you could sing with me? Yeah?
You could sing.
You got some? So we'll do a little song. And
Tell the story of the drum first.
you want to tell the story of the drum? Why do we tell the story of the drum? Do you remember?
Nope.
So I've been teaching Finley some spiritual and
My name is not Finley.
she likes to be called nature these days. Some of the stories that were passed down, and here I have a drum. And the teaching of the drum, what I've been teaching Finley is that whenever we pull out these sacred objects, it's important to tell stories so that we pay respect and honor how these gifts were given to us. And the drum was given to us by the women. And it's been said that long, long ago, when the tribes were warring against one another, in one particular tribe, they ran into the water, and the women ran into the water, and one of the women hid underwater for 4 days, and she used a reed to be able to breathe, and that reed went out above the water so she could take in oxygen. And on the 4th day, hiding underwater, this image of a drum came to her, and how it came was that she was to give it to the men, so they would stop fighting, okay? And they would clean up their act. And today, this drum represents the heartbeat of Mother Earth, and the women gave it to the men, so the men would come together and join together, and start to find love in their hearts and peace. And instead of fighting, they would come together and work together. Yeah. And for me, it's very poignant to what we're experiencing today in our world. We need to come together, especially as men, and start to join and communicate and work in different ways.
It's hot.
It is hot. So we'll sing a song that was shared with me by a good friend of mine named Van. And it seems fitting that this song is it's a love song. It's an Oneida love song. And Finley knows the words. Will you sing with me? Yeah. So I sing this song to our kids every night before we go to bed. So I'll just sing it here for you, and invite you to just kind of be with the vibration of this song and allow whatever shows up for you to show up. You want to drum? How about it? I get going and I'll hand it to you so you can feel the beat. Twitch. So sending love and blessings and balance to all of you, and hope you join us on Earth Day.